On 2K Sports, glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. So glad you could join us here in Brooklyn, the home of the Nets. And, of course, Jalen Williams. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed. He fits right into this next generation of power forwards. Smith, look, he is comfortable at any range.
Halliburton outside. Smith outside. Shoots over Toppin. Smith, no good. Wagner outside. Here's the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And it's Miller atop the key. The shot's good from Smith.
You love seeing Smith Jr. be assertive off the catch. Great shot.
Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Now, here's Halliburton.
What a slam by Halliburton, using that agility to make a statement.
Here's Brown. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Now, here's Halliburton. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Nets trailed by 4. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Drains the 3-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Out to Miller. The putback. Smith outside. Pass to Lively. Just 5 on the clock. And Smith with the stuff.
Just taking off. Smith showing you why you cannot leave an opening, because this man will find it.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a...
Oh, wow! That is powerful.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look for New York. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. He takes it in, and it's in there.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
the basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Holt, and that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protections than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Count that one.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
And he drives in. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. And another shot. The rebound by Cato. Nets trailed by 3. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Okay, when you let someone with this height is this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He doesn't get the second one. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for the Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
The putback, the rebound by Cato. The Nets with the lead. There's the 3. Miller grabs the miss. Outside, Porzingis. And he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Knicks. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Boy, he is tough to slow down.
Driving to the basket.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Knicks making a change here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had
similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And taken away by Brown. Launches it. Rebound by Smith.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And great, don't you think once he got that space, he just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for him.
Smith on the wing. Lively with the screen. Miller outside. Lively trying to break loose. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Brown. Takes a 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And slam dunk by Fear.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
A wide open look here for Fears. Oh, good with the triple. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Halliburton converts inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
29 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Fear. And slam dunk by Fear.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
And finished off by Halliburton.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it. It's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Tyrese. Halliburton has been on display for the Knicks. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. New York leading by 5. McDaniels outside. Outside for Halliburton. After 10 straight baskets, he finally misses one. 10 of 11 now. Pass to Toppin. Driving in. Tips it. Halliburton outside. And Smith with the stuff.
An unpredictable guard. Halliburton has a great feel for when to score and when to pass.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Rejected by Halliburton.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
There's the drive. And it's Miller in the corner. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Smith for 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Tonight has been all about Jabari Smith. His size, his shooting, it just gives them fits.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Halliburton. He's got 21. And finished off by Halliburton.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And then they continue to control the glass.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Knicks making a switch here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Nets shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Miller surveying the floor. And it's Miller with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Brown. Drops in the layup for 2. Brown's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Outside for Arenas. Inside. Shot clock at 3. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Toppin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Brooklyn with the ball. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for New York.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Holt. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
To the inside. Brown, right side. Misses in close. Here's New York. They lead by 4. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Drops in the tray.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The Knicks making a switch here. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. .23 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. New York, no good that time either. For the tie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And we've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Wagner on the wing to take the lead, and he lays it up and in. Wagner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Halliburton outside. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Kessler trying to get open. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Now the Knicks with it. Out to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Halliburton outside. No good with the layup.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
And play stops. This on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
You have the camera all to yourself. What are you going to do? Keep on dancing.
So both teams changing it up here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Nets trailed by 7. And is going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Throws it down. What an assist!
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Halliburton outside. Drives to the hoop. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
On the drive, Halliburton keeps his options open. If the defense doesn't commit, he just takes it to the rim.
Now Toppin. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Halliburton with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Keeps it alive, hustles for the rebound, and guides it back in.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there, going for the tip-in. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Wagner puts it right back up and in.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Miller. Rips it down with two hands.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
The putback. Sees him with the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Halliburton with it. Now Lively. Halliburton up top. And yeah, it's good.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, nice finish.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miller. Here's McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Another chance here. And down goes the layup.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Into the lane. And the rejection by Lively. Smith. Not gonna go. So it's New York picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it.